What's going on? Welcome back to another gatorSTUDIOS video. Today we're going to be talking about every turtle in Tmnt, because there are a lot more than just Leo, Mikey, Donnie, and Raph. And speaking of Leo, Mikey, Donnie, and Raph, Leo, Donnie, Mikey, and Raph, our first four. I mean, we all know they exist, nothing crazy, but talking about the turtles and not bringing up, I don't know, the turtles is just kind of crazy. But enough about them. We all know them. At least I hope we do. If not, damn, that sucks. For you. Like, honestly, why did you click on the video? I'm not judging at this point. I'm genuinely curious. Like, why did you click on the video? Okay, let me chillax. That was a little bit crazy. Our next turtle we're about to talk about is Slash. He's probably my favorite out of the bunch we're gonna talk about, because he has the most character, in my opinion. He's one of the most evolving characters, too. I can't really just tell you who he is, because he's different in almost every version he's in. In the 80s show, he's an alien turtle from Dimension X that ends up getting mutated, and I know, that is probably the craziest thing you've heard all week, all century, matter of fact. And he really is just stupid, like genuinely. This man just cannot be smart. He's so stupid it hurts. But nonetheless, he's basically just a big, dumb, goofy little dude in the 80s show, who is obsessed with a palm tree for some reason, a plastic one at that. I don't know, whatever makes bro happy, I guess. However, in the 2012 show, he's so locked in. This show really made me like his character a lot. He basically dropped the idioticness and stood on business. In this version, he's Raph's pet turtle, which, yeah, sounds as weird as it sounds.
Hey there, little guy.
This dude Raph is on some crazy time. But basically, bro ends up getting mutated and turns into a vigilante. He kind of reminds me of the turtles in the OG Mirage comics, which is fire, by the way. But he's trying to murk bad guys and all that. And he had Raph working with him, but obviously Raph ended up siding with his brothers in this matter. But this man Slash genuinely put the paws on them. He washed Mikey. I'm talking, bro, spiked Mikey down to the Earth's core like it's Super Smash Bros. At this point, he wasn't just standing on business. He was the business. Eventually, they end up beating him, and he eventually starts changing his ways. Of course, Mikey still has scoliosis from that absolutely monstrous beating he received, but he forgives and forgets. He's a better man-turtle thing than me. But the coolest part is bro creates the Mighty Mutanimals in the 2012 show. Now, for those of you that don't know the Mighty Mutanimals, they're a group of heroes in the world of TMNT. Just another reason why I love TMNT so much. Most people think it's just turtles boxing Shredder, but there's a lot of depth. He ends up being a pretty prominent character in the rest of the show, which is always cool. Sometimes the turtles and Mutanimals will just team up, like Spider-Man 2 when Miles just pulls up for a little crime. In the IDW comics, he once again is actually just mentally ill, and he's kind of a big monster who acts childish, which is somewhat similar to his 80s counterpart. Now let's get to Jennika. She is essentially a 5th Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I'm speaking on TMNT here not as a franchise, but as a group. She is part of the crew, and to be honest, I'm shocked she hasn't been in any new TMNT media. As the 5th Turtle, she's really popular. She reps a yellow headband and has this sick weapon I absolutely, positively do not know the name to. Believe it or not, she was actually a foot soldier who didn't mess with the turtles, and then issues later she did. And this was all while she was human, keep in mind. Eventually, she needed a blood transfusion, and Leo's knight in shining armor ass was just fiending to do it. Bro started jumping for joy thinking about doing it. Talking about some, yippee, I get to save the day. But of course, because this is, fiction, or just a comic book for that matter, this turns her into a turtle, which is honestly pretty sick. She even ends up dating some pig mutant chick. This is pretty disgusting, and I'd rather not think about a turtle and a pig together. But I salute you nonetheless, IDW. I salute you nonetheless. Next up is Metalhead. Either you love him or you hate him. But I hope you love him, because look at this guy. Overall, there isn't a whole lot to say about Metal Boy besides the fact that he was a robot created by Krang to destroy the turtles. And in the 2012 show, it's pretty much the exact opposite. A robot made by Donnie to destroy, Krang. He's a fun character, though. I always love seeing him around nonetheless. Now moving on to Tokka. Now, this man is pure entertainment. His existence is kind of like a fast movie. They cooked at first and kept trying. Spoiler, they aren't cooking anymore. Reason I say this about Tokka is because he was just a regular snapping turtle at the zoo that Shredder stole and mutated, trying to mimic the sweet sauce of the OG turtles, just like the way they try to mimic the old Fast movies but continue to fail miserably. Only problem is the mutagen was tampered with, and when bro got mutated, let's just say he wasn't all intelligent. He had the intelligence of an 8-year-old to be exact. That boy Shredder got the bootleg mutagen, man. Come on, man. You know better than this, Shredder. He's also one half of a very stupid duo, other half being Rahzar, a mutant wolf. And if you haven't figured this out yet, Shredder also stole him from the zoo and mutated him with the exact same dollar store, great value brand, off-brand mutagen. And since we're talking about them as a duo, I really want to bring up how fun they were in the second TMNT movie. They genuinely made this movie great. I mean, besides this part. Look at this! Mikey's wrists are gone, bro. I know he has at least 8 different fractures in his wrist. Golly, Rahzar, bro, come on! This is the second time Mikey has gotten bodied and desecrated in this video. Oh my gosh, bro. But back to Tokka. Now, this is trippy. The 2012 show, for the most part, was very faithful to the 80s cartoon, but apparently not to these two. Now, Rahzar looked like this. And if you show me, bro, I wouldn't notice it's him, to be honest. But because they say his name, I obviously know who he is. But Tokka, on the other hand, just look. Oh my God. In the 2012 show, Tokka is a fire kaiju alien turtle. And if I'm being completely 100% real with you, I had no idea this was Tokka throughout my time watching the show. I mean, I'm sure they said it, I just wasn't locked in, apparently. Matter of fact, I didn't even know it was bro until making this video. I looked up giant fire turtle from 2012 to find his name. Then I see it says Tokka. I started bugging out a little bit. Bro, I think I went into cardiac arrest. It also shocked me because, well, Tokka is a whole female in this show, bruh. So much so, Blood has a child. One I'm about to talk about right now. This dude right here is Tokka's kid. Look at this goofy dude. This is Chompy, and bro is pretty much just Raph's replacement for Slash, because, you know, he got mutated and is now the CEO of Business Incorporated.
The infamous Slash.
My fault. He's a baby fire turtle. Not a whole lot to be said, but they found him in the whole space event in the 2012 show, and Raph just kind of kidnapped Chompy, and then they ran away and put him in a white van spaceship. But also later in the show, Tokka pulls up to Earth and, like, gives her blessing or something. I don't know. You can decide if this is a first-degree crime or not. I don't know. Venus. Not the planet. The turtle. The other 5th turtle. Like I mentioned, Jennika was the 5th. Venus also was. I'm willing to bet most people only know her from the Power Rangers crossover. And I mean, I can't blame you. This is freaking fire. But she's actually from a live-action show called Tmnt, The Next Mutation. And in this show, she was their sibling from the jump, but she got lost in, like, Chinatown or something, and ended up linking with them later. She has a light blue headband, which, like, why the... I'm sorry, but I think this might just be the most important part of the video. 'Cause, why is this a thing? Yellow, pink, white, gray. That's just a few colors that weren't used at the time. I'm sorry, I just felt like that would probably change the course of reality if I didn't say it. She did end up popping up in the IDW comics, but, like, this... And I've seen better days, like the day she met the Power Rangers. It's albino turtle time. Lita, a mutant turtle from the IDW comics. Oh, and would you look at this? Pink. A pink headband. Nope, I don't want to hear it, Venus. You had your chance. Lita was a little girl with some type of L guardian because she was homeless. and alone in the mean streets of New York. I mean, y'all see what they be doing out there? I'd be more scared of a regular New York rat than if I seen Splinter himself. Off topic. Anyways, she gets clapped by a mutagen bomb and becomes a mutant turtle. Jennika and her friends end up finding her and taking her in. I say and friends because I don't feel like saying other people's names, but that's pretty much about it. Now let's get to Yi, Odin, Uno, and Moja. I think that's how you say it, Moja. I don't care, it's how you say it now. Listen, in my excuse, they're only in a comic, so I'm not hearing people pronounce their name. Anyways, I'm putting them all in one because they're kinda all in one deal. They are from the last Ronin series. Now, I'm not going to give any spoilers because it's so peak, but I'd heavily recommend you check it out. And yes, before anyone asks, I thought about putting the last Ronin himself in the video, but he's one of the 4 main turtles, so no. The 4 of them, though, are basically young turtles in training, basically what Leo, Donnie, Mikey, and Raph once were. There isn't a whole lot to say about them right now because they're still fairly new. I mean, they have personalities, but it'd be kind of hard to explain in the video. They're actually from the Last Ronin Lost Years, which is a prequel about the Last Ronin himself, but it also shows the present with these new turtles and the fact that they're being trained to become the next TMNT. Our next turtle is April, and yes, like O'Neill. She was actually a turtle once, although for a very short time, she was a turtle. And apparently she understood the assignment better than Venus, because she had a white headband. And yeah, this comic came out before Venus was introduced, so technically the color white was taken, but this was a random part in a comic that didn't last long, and will realistically probably never be visited again. She also carries one katana, and this is a great time to bring up how cool Jennika's weapon is. Cause April was pretty much just jacking Leo's swag. I mean, first Venus wants to jack the color, and now April wants to jack the weapon. Golly, let that man breathe. As to how she became a turtle though, she thought she was Slash, aka the businessman.
The infamous Slash.
And was investigating some stuff, but ended up getting mutagen thrown on her. But like I said, it didn't last long and she ended up getting turned back. I wonder how many times I've said mutagen in this video. Welp guys, that wraps up the video. Now for all my heavy TMNT heads, yeah, I'm almost positive I missed a few other turtles. And you could call me lazy, I'd take it. But I haven't uploaded in a while and I gotta stay consistent with the videos, so here we are. I appreciate everyone who stuck through till the end or just clicked on the video. If you could, and I know you can unless Shredder broke down your door and cut off your fingers, like the video. With all that being said, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.